everybody. Welcome back to Cruise Kibitz. I just want to know, did y'all miss us? Somebody let us know, did y'all miss us?
A smile just came over my heart when I heard the
Yes.
intro.
I know, wasn't it? Oh, goodness.
The official Cruise Kibitz intro. Listen, welcome back to Cruise Kibitz, where we give you all of the cruise advice that you didn't ask for. I know it's been a while, but I am Keke from Team Reese Travels.
I am Charvon from Parkers on the Go.
And I am Cheryl, also known as Sig Cruiser.
That's right. And together we are Cruise Kibitz. And listen, we thought the best way to jump back in this thing is to do a little where have we been? Because really, y'all, where have we been?
Everywhere.
Right. Yeah.
Y'all have seen us cruise together. Y'all have seen us all cruising on our own. The one thing y'all haven't seen is us together on this platform, giving y'all the news that, you know, the advice that y'all didn't ask for. But here we are. We're back. And we're going to talk a little bit about where we've been and where we're going. So, who wants to start?
I think Charvon should start.
Me? Oh my gosh, I'll be talking for days. Well, where have I been? Since we all have been together last, I have been to California, where we went to Disneyland and visited Disneyland and California Adventure. We also did a WrestleMania trip in April. And then I did a cruise with Keke. Keke, yeah, we did a cruise together, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah. I went to a couple of cheerleading competitions. I did a cruise with Sig. It was a quick one, but I did one. I did one, and I have like a million things happening at one time. So I have been really, really busy. I have not slept, and life has been good. So, Cheryl, what's been going on with you?
Well, with me, same thing. I've been busy, but I've managed to get a few cruises in the meantime. So I think we cruised together twice since our last podcast, right? February.
The summit.
Yeah, and Margaritaville,
yeah.
Wow. I think that might have been the last time everybody saw us together on the summit. Yeah.
On the summit.
That was February.
Yes, that was February. So, I had a few things going on which got me off track. I actually had to pull away because I wanted to work on a project management certification. So my own professional development in my own personal life to, help me better myself in my career so that I can make some money so that I can cruise. So it's all connected. So
there can be more Cruise Kibitz cruising.
Yes. So that's what I've been up to. So now we're getting back into things. Yes.
So let's see, where have I been? Since we last saw each other on the Celebrity Summit back in February, I have been to Vegas with the family. I did the cruise with Charvon, the Meet Night Cruise in June on the Conquest. And where did I go after that? I did a girls trip with my besties to San Antonio after that. So it was quite a busy summer. And then after I came back, I was like, Lord, I've been eating. So I have been incorporating some workouts into my weeks. Those are taking up a lot more time. So yeah, it's been some busy times, but here we are, ready to just jump back into Cruise Kibitz and continue giving y'all the content that you all love. If you have not seen it already, we did recently connect on Rod's Live on YouTube, so definitely check that out. We'll make sure there's a link for you guys to click to go to that. But yeah, we got catching up to do.
Yeah.
Everybody's faces look different than they did the last time we were together.
We have come back new and refreshed.
I love it.
And we are ready for a new season, not only of Cruise Kibitz, but in life in general. Things are just happening. Like, the blessed business has just been blessing, honey.
That's good. Yeah, I like the mansion that you all moved into.
Yeah.
I mean, spectacular.
Well, we just had to get a little zhuzhing up. It wasn't.
I mean, it's a deluxe apartment in the sky, if you ask me.
Same apartment, just a little bit of lipstick. That's it.
Well, ladies, it is good to see you all doing well. I'm glad to hear that there have been blessings on blessings on blessings on all of our parts. So trust and believe one thing. Though Cruise Kibitz has been a little bit behind the scenes lately, us each on our own have been doing some really, really big things, some really great things, and we love to see each other succeed. And if that means Cruise Kibitz got to sit still for just a moment while we move in our own individual ways, we are okay with that, and we hope that you all are too. But let's talk about where we go from here. What's next, y'all? What do we do? Inquiring minds want to know. I mean, I think the first thing we got to do is record some episodes, right?
Yeah, I think we need to start there.
Recording
episodes, yeah. So one thing that will be helpful, you guys have always been good at sending us, via email, via Instagram DMs, via however you can contact us, commenting on these videos, letting us know what you want to hear from us. What kind of information do you want? We know that recently Charvon was on MSC. We know that Sig went on Virgin for the first time. We know we were all together on Celebrity. Me and Charvon went together on Carnival. So we've had a number of different cruise experiences just in the last few months. So let us know what you want to hear from Cruise Kibitz and where we should go. What you got? See, you look like you want to say something. What you got?
I will say that one thing that I have been excited about, I think it was towards the end of last year, and I asked, I put out a poll on my channel to ask, what do you want to see me go to different ports or, do different, cruise lines. And I remember this response being overwhelmingly, different cruise lines. So it just so happened this year, starting last year with our Wonder of the Seas cruise, I started sailing different cruise lines. And I just realized last month that I have not sailed on Carnival at all this year. But yet I still did my 4 or 5 cruises.
Wow.
And that was actually not intentional. But it's like once I started that experience with Wonder of the Seas, then I wanted to try, Celebrity, then, Virgin, and we did Margaritaville at Sea. And I mean, that wasn't planned. That was just a spur of the moment thing. And then now for Thanksgiving, I'm doing MSC small 4-day out of Miami. But I'm really enjoying just, getting the different, the solo experience from different cruise lines, besides Carnival. So it's been interesting. And, at least I have, a different perspective now that I can talk about. I have more than I can add.
Hey, wait. We got to go back for a minute because I think I heard Sig, triple, double, platinum, emerald, everything you can be, diamond, all of the above on Carnival say that she ain't had a Carnival cruise this year.
No,
That's crazy.
That actually surprised me too when I sat and thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute, I haven't been on Carnival this year. Now I have 2 Carnival cruises booked. They just happen to be 2024. But that surprised me. That was not planned. So.
That is surprising. Well, I'm glad that sounds like you're enjoying.
Yeah, it's been a great experience, and I have no regrets so far of any other cruise line that I've experienced. Even if and we will see in my vlogs whether I like them all or not. But even if I didn't like it, to me it was like a different experience, and at least I tried it for myself versus listening to other people and deciding that I'm not going to cruise this line because of what so and so said.
Right.
So
yeah. I think besides the conquest, that this has been a year of new cruise lines for you too, right, Charvon?
It has been. Yeah, it has been. It's been very interesting to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, we've kind of been in the same situation, and we've always said, and I think we've all said collectively on the podcast, find out for yourself, make your own experience, make your own decision, because people, just like people have different taste buds as far as food is concerned, you have different cruising styles. So you definitely have to make your own mind up on what is good for you. And us branching out and finding different cruise lines have been, I guess, the theme of this year, like Cheryl said.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, just going from the summit, it's not even just cruises. We've done like things that's just been out of the norm for us land based wise too. I mean, for us to go to California, that was like, it just seems like, oh, that's not a big deal. We've never been to the West Coast. So that was something that was so amazing to us, and just to be able to have that opportunity. Watching my husband realize a lifelong dream of going to WrestleMania, like him doing that, and just taking our child who's never been, and watching the excitement in her eyes, and just seeing different things. It's been like an eye-opening experience, and it just lets me know that we're doing the right thing with our channel. We're doing the right thing in our lives, and like I said earlier, the blessings are just coming our way. We put in the work, and it's starting to pay off. So I'm really excited about it.
Absolutely. We're excited for you. And I mean, this has been kind of a different year for me too. You guys know what I'm really excited about. You guys know the last few cruises have been me going with my friends, or going, I had the solo cruise that I did with you all on the summit, where my sister was supposed to go and then couldn't.
Yeah.
That's my last few trips have been that. Even the San Antonio trip was a girls trip. So what I'm really excited for is the next few trips. Ray and I will be together. We have our surprise September anniversary trip that's coming up that may have happened already by the time you guys see this. And then we have our November Thanksgiving trip on the Celebration. Super excited about that because we have never been on a Carnival XL class ship. So that is something new for us. And then we have Icon just a couple months after that in January. So I'm excited. We have a West Coast cruise booked for next year that I'm super excited about.
That is
never sailed from the West Coast before. So yeah, a lot of good things coming, and super excited to incorporate, Ray into more. I know you guys are used to seeing him some of the time, and even maybe most of the time, but to have the next few trips that we have booked out to be both of us is a change for us, and I'm excited. I miss having my husband with me when we go places.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing you both have in common is you've got to sail with me. So you haven't sailed without me together, but you got to sail with me, and I think that's been the highlight of your year. And just know, if you guys ever plan a cruise together, I'm gonna be on that one too. So y'all still are not gonna be able to sail without me.
Okay.
Girl, you sound like Sig now.
Listen, I gotta be the sunshine of the group. I gotta be the one that's different. And right now, y'all making me feel like Beyonce. I get the spotlight. I've sailed with Keke individually, and I've sailed with Cheryl individually.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the day, y'all are not sailing without me individually.
Speaking of that, Keke, that's what she told me. She actually told me that, that she has sailed with each one of us individually, and that if we try to sail with each other individually, she's going to come. So,
and I believe her. I believe even if she didn't tell us, she would show up.
I would show up.
She was booking last minute flights.
What it is, because I'm coming.
like, wow, really?
So I guess we need to eventually, one of these days, talk about an actual Cruise Kibitz cruise for Cruise Kibitz, for us and for the people who love us. So.
Yes.
Well, we had started the talks, and then we had this long break. So that happened, and I think that's where the talks on everything kind of dropped off, because we all got busy. But now that we're getting back into things, it's time to resume those talks. So
I've heard an overwhelming response that people are looking for a Kibitz group cruise. Ladies, we might have to put that on the table.
We need to.
Yeah.
We need to do it.
Yeah, we need to do it.
Yeah. I think it would be fabulous. I know we would have a good time. I would hope that we could create a great time for everybody else too, but I know we gonna have a good time.
We're gonna have a good time regardless.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be solo cruising on our group cruise, but so.
Are you gonna have a solo cruise meetup where you guys just stand separately in the same room?
Oh, is that what you mean? Okay, yeah, I can do that too. Yeah, sure.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh my god. This will be the most interesting group cruise ever.
It would be.
So, anything else that we want to share with the people today? It's been a while since we've been in front of everybody.
I
Got anything
know.
big coming up that we need to talk about and let people know about?
I might have a few things, but I'll share a couple. I'm not gonna share all three, but I'll share at least two.
Okay.
So one of the things I wanted to share is that I have partnered with the Jen Danielle Experience, and we're holding our first content creators roundtable, and it's spawned out of just you guys, everyone asking questions about how we started our channel, all of our experiences, what kind of equipment we use, what do we, how we genuinely start becoming a content creator and what they would need to do. And it got to the point where we're asking the question every live stream, and I was just like, this would make sense to get a bunch of people together, not just new creators, but people who've already been in that field and maybe want to grow and learn from each other. If we could come together and let's have this conversation, let's talk about what it takes to jump into that field. And the thought has always been, if we had something like this when we first started, where would we be? Where would we be? So it's always about the support system first. So we have started the Content Creator Roundtable. The first class will be September 9th at 10 a.m. It's an hour and a half class. It's going to be held once a month, and you can sign up for it. We have a workbook for it. We'll be having a meeting, a Q&A session, and we also have a private Facebook group for that where you can actually join in and have daily challenges to kind of help you get started and start your content creator career. So that is one thing I'm really excited about. And the other thing is I went to a training with Carnival, and I was able to submit my business plan in their Your Winning Plan contest, and I actually was picked as a semi-finalist. So I will be flying to Houston. This is so crazy. Like, it's so crazy to think that
Say it out loud. Speak those things.
Say it with your chest.
Yeah.
I will be flying to Houston at the end of this month, the end of September, and I will be in the running to win $5,000 based on my business plan. It'll be between me and 6 other people. So y'all pray for us, sister.
You got this.
We call it done right now.
Good. Yes.
We're going to be celebrating that 5K.
Yes. So those are like my two big announcements. I'm really excited about it. And, things are growing with the channel too, but I'm really excited about those two things because those are things that I get to branch out and do those things individually. I love doing the channel with Brandon. I love, having the family thing, but it's also giving me a sense of purpose to have something of my own. So I'm really excited about that.
So I want to add to that I happen to be a part of the Facebook group for the Content Creator Roundtable. And let me just say, it is awesome. Y'all, seriously consider jumping on board. I'm already seeing the benefits to some of the things that Charvon has us doing and that Jen has us doing, and just it's pushing me to do more, and I'm seeing the benefits of it. So I don't want to give too much because y'all about to get in the group to know exactly what's going on, but it's really, really, really paying off already, and we haven't even had the first live session left. So
yeah. And I just started last week, and I'm looking over, all of the past challenges that you guys did, and I'm like, whoa! To me, it will make me think, and make me think of other creative ideas, and help me because I have my TikTok channel, but I don't do much with it. So I think I have a feeling that after these sessions that I'm going to know what to do with TikTok. So, I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah.
What y'all think about a Cruise Kibitz TikTok though? Perhaps that should be on the table as well.
I think that would be good. We could just take little snippets of these wonderful podcasts and put them up. We could also give TikTok the advice that they didn't ask for, because that's what TikTok is about anyway. So we might as well jump on the trend, right? I think,
and we already said we've been cruising, me and you together, you and her together, you and her together. Apparently, we're never cruising it without Charvon, but the rest of us cruising together.
We're not allowed.
We can give a few little TikToks about what's been going on when we get on those ships together.
I think it's a great idea.
I like that. Yes.
Okay. So if it's done already, you'll see a link below.
If not, it'll be on the next one.
Right. There you go. But yeah, I think this has been a fun kind of where have you been and where are you going sort of podcast, right? So
great.
All right. So
anybody else have any amazing news before we sign off?
Well, I can talk about my I already said that I have a Thanksgiving cruise coming up on MSC, my first time on MSC, so I'm looking forward to that. And we already talked about, we talked about Icon of the Seas for January, so I'll be on that inaugural. And I do have my first solo group cruise also in January, so...
Wait, you have 2 big cruises in January?
Yeah. So I had the group cruise first, and then when Icon came up, and I had the opportunity to go on the Icon, I was like, okay, I want to do that, but I didn't want to cancel the Horizon, the ADC Island, so I just kept them both. So. One is at the beginning of January, the other's towards the end of January. So, and if push comes to shove, I can work from the ship, even though I probably wouldn't want to, but I can do that. So
that's awesome.
That is awesome.
But so one thing with the solo group cruise, and you guys know me, yes, I am still an introvert. Yes. Don't be making those faces. I'm an introvert.
She had to go to the bathroom. She'll be back.
What? Did somebody say something?
When I'm with my friends and with people that I'm comfortable with and people that I know, then I come out of my shell. Mm-hmm. But I do get questions or contacted by other introverts who want to cruise, but they're afraid of this or that. So my thought for a group cruise is not to try to get as big of a crowd as I can, but a small, intimate group. No more than 10 aspiring cruisers who want to try solo cruising, but want to make sure that they know somebody on the ship, just to get a feel for it. That's my idea of a solo group cruise. So I'm just starting off with one next year, depending on how it goes. Maybe I'll do more in the future, but they will all be small. So different kind of concept, I think.
Yeah, so. No, that's a great concept actually for people who are actually introverts.
Yes, for us introverts, yes, because we introverts can relate to each other, So we'll be in a group, and if somebody says, hey, I got to go to the restroom, I'll be right back, and 3 hours later they're not coming back, then I know, hey, they're probably not going to come back. So, and I would be okay with that.
I learned that the hard way.
That's the introvert's language. We understand each other. So
I think us extroverts can actually take a key from that. We could take a note from that. Going to the bathroom thing. Right. It's just always at least a situation that we can use. I'm going to the bathroom.
Always.
Yes.
Always. But yeah, I don't have any. I already shared really the 2 big things that are coming up for me are the trip in September for our anniversary. I guess I could share more about that. Y'all, we have not had a kid-free trip since before our son was born. He is 9 years old, about to be 10.
Oh boy.
And, you know, we always push. Hey, you know, travel with your kids, cruise with your kids, you know, fly with your kids, take your kids on a road trip, all of that stuff. The part that we are not good at is taking time for ourselves. So I am super excited to just have some time with my husband, even though it's only a few days. Just have some time to ourselves in a city and surprise him with it. Like, he has no idea where we're going, what we're doing. I'm super excited about it. And that's the biggest thing for me right now. And then once we get past that, it'll be planning for celebration. So yeah, those are my big things.
That's awesome, because we don't even know where you guys are going. I feel so. I guess I gotta be okay about it.
Siobhan, like, she feels some type of way. You know, I literally was like, I'm taking no chance.
Because you know me, I'll be getting on the plane saying, Cheryl, you ain't packed your bag yet.
I'm like, what bag? What are you talking about?
Meanwhile, Keke getting ready for her work trip.
Right.
No, really, we seriously have not told people. The people that's keeping RJ don't even know where we going. We are just like, we're gonna be out of town. We need somebody to keep. Yeah. So yeah.
Who's the travel agent? Let me talk to the travel agent.
I'm the travel agent. I'm the agent of this trip. Don't nobody know it yet, but no, I'm not. I went to great lengths to keep this a secret, y'all. Y'all know how I am with points. I avoided points and anything that could be traceable back to his email, anything that could. I log out of my Google Chrome every time I search something for. Like, I am determined to not let this be found out.
You cover up all the tracks. You covered up all the tracks.
Got to.
You got to when you're married, girl. You can't.
They
got all the passwords. I can't search nothing.
Right. All of them. Incognito. That's what I got to do.
Clarence gives me no trouble at all, you know, so.
I guess so, girl. You got to let him out that closet.
Clarence say he know his place.
Exactly. Gives me no trouble, so yeah.
Well, ladies, it is good to hear that everyone has great things going on. Trust and believe that though we have not been here as Cruise Kibitz, we've all been moving. We've all been doing some great things. And it's excited to be here all together to talk about it. So the next thing you see from us, hear from us, all of that will be an episode. So be sure to remember to drop down in the comments what you want to see from Cruise Kibitz next, what you want to talk about. Give us the things you want to know. Think about all the cruise lines we just shared that we've been on in the last few months and drop your questions so that we can answer them for you. And I think if that's it, what you think, Sid?
I say we should call this a podcast.
Yay! I want to hear that.
Still got it. All right, guys. We will see you next time on Cruise Kibitz.
Happy cruising!
Happy cruising!